Okay. Now we all know what is an edge. Okay, we all know what is an edge. For those who don't know, an edge is nothing more than an indication of a high probability of one thing, or rather one outcome, happening over another. So many times you have heard this word being thrown around, edge and edge. But in this video, I don't want to talk about that. It's more of psychology, because most of us have an edge. We have a structure, we have a strategy that we usually use. So yeah, let's get into it. Now, number one, psychology is more of the mental. It's aligned with the mental feeling, your mental environment while trading. So we usually have various types of psychology that comes into play. You usually have market psychology, which is more of it involves you understanding how the market maker thinks in any market condition. The market maker, those people who are like moving the markets, what are they thinking? Like at any particular point, can you tell what the market maker is trying to do? If you are able, no, you don't have to know, but at least you should have an idea of what the market makers are trying to do, and that's what gives you that confidence to trust a setup. Okay, you need to understand mass market also. That's number two, mass market psychology. Now, mass market involves understanding the general public, or rather the 99% of the novice traders, how they are thinking. Okay, a novice trader, like a person who isn't experienced, a person who is new to the market, how are they thinking? A person who hasn't yet back tested, or rather isn't qualified to be trading, but yet they are trading, how are they thinking? Where are they putting their stop losses? What are the kind of emotions that come into play when a particular level is hit? That's the mass market, like this. So when you connect the first rule of psychology, which is the market maker, and you understand mass market psychology, you'll be able to tell that here the traders were induced to do a particular thing, and so the market maker came in very quick. The big institutions, the manipulators of the market, did their manipulation and made sure that the masses were out of a particular position before it can go in the expected direction, and that is what they call a hunt. So they hunt your stop losses. So once you understand the mass market, how the mass market is thinking, you will be able to at some point improve your trades. Like you'll see an improvement, because if you are able to correct, like psychology, if you are able to correct that 20% of your mistake that you do, then that will result into the 80% of your improvement in your trading. So consider that rule and try to apply it in your trading. Now, the third bit of psychology is more of your own psychology. Like what are you thinking when you are trading? What's running in your mind when you are taking any particular trade? That's your own psychology. So number one, as a trader, you need to learn how to think in probabilities. Of course, the market is random, and every instant in this market is unique. Okay, so we cannot use past performances to determine the future behaviors of the market, but we can use the information that we already know in a probabilistic manner. Okay, in a probabilistic manner, so that you can tell like it has an odd in your favor. So thinking in probabilities and saying that this trade may or may not work is having a good understanding of the game. And once you understand the game, you don't panic, you just accept the outcome that comes along with the probability. So think of trading like not in a trade to trade basis, but of a series of trades. So you are going to have, let's say, 10 trades in a row, and out of those 10 trades, maybe 6 are going to be losers and 4 are going to be winners. Now, out of these 4 trades that you took, that you won, maybe you can say that you knew the outcome will be a winner, which is very wrong. It's that the probability played in your favor because you had an edge. And these 6 losing trades, also you thought you knew the outcome very well, right? But you lost in those 6 trades. So if you had a constant risk to reward, like a constant risk management strategy, trust you me, even after taking only 4 wins, you could still be in profit. Your P&L will be a plus if you had considered thinking on a series of trade basis. Number 2, you need to identify and neutralize self-sabotaging beliefs. Now, a lot of us come into the trading space thinking that we are going to make money and that's it. No. Once you enter the game, you will now self-sabotage is always by your side. Like while you are starting, you'll be like, I'm going to follow my rules, I'm going to follow my trading plan, but then at some point you say, no, I need to do something different. So you start FOMOing, you stop following your rules, you over risk, you start blaming the markets, and you forget where you started. So this comes as a result of what? Self-sabotage. Okay, so for you to avoid self-sabotage, you should stick to your trading plan and avoid that being fulfilled by getting random rewards. Do not be like you are random in this market a lot. Like you just take 10 pips, the next you're taking 5 pips, you win small pips and you lose big pips. That's being random. So avoid being random. Master patience and discipline. I think that's just it for your self-sabotaging beliefs. You need also to create consistency. Consistency is like what? A state of mind, that comes with continuous trading. Once you understand your edge and you understand whatever you're doing, you'll find that there will be some progress that you can show. And how do we create consistency? So number 1, you need to align your mental environment. Like your environment mentally should be positive. You need to be optimistic. You need to tell your subconscious mind that I can do this and I'm doing it, because whatever you tell your subconscious mind is true. If you tell your subconscious mind that I can't do this, then you can't. If you say I can't date this particular girl, then you can't. If you say I can't win in this particular thing, then you will not win, because you are telling your subconscious mind what you can't do. So the hack here is So the hack here is always tell your subconscious mind the positive. Like tell it, I can do this, and you will do it. Okay, so align your mental environment for optimism. Number 2, you need to predefine your risk always. Now, of course, trading is a risky game. That's why it's one of the hardest, and when you are in a particular trade, or before you can even take a trade, there are usually 4 risks that you are encountering. There is one, the risk of losing your own money. You have the risk of being wrong, and you have the risk of leaving money on the table. Okay, and you have also the risk of losing your own money, hard-earned money. That's a risk that you should understand. So it's not fear, it's a risk. And that takes me to my next point, which is eliminating the effect of fear in your trading. Now, for you to eliminate the effect of fear, you need to think of those 4 things that I have mentioned as a risk rather than a threat, because many people perceive it as a threat, like fear. You have that fear of losing money, that's FOMO. You have that fear of being wrong, you have that fear of leaving money on the table. That thing creates an environment where you see the charts or the market as a threat to you, and you are like, no, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to take this trade. And so you hesitate, you hesitate taking a trade. Okay, you say, oh, this trade doesn't look giving, and you're already in profit, but you say it's not giving whatever you want, and so you close the trade with small profits. You leave money on the table, So these things that we do, we need to learn how to trade emotion-free trading. Okay, learn how to trade without emotions, like emotionless. The last thing, and this psychology thing, I want to teach you how to develop restraints. I want you guys to learn how to develop restraints. And when you restrain yourself from something, the aim is to eliminate the effects of euphoria, which is euphoria is a condition that comes with consistent winning. Sometimes you can have like you are winning and you're winning and you're winning back to back, and then you just make one small mistake. All the money that you won, you give it back to the market due to euphoria. How do you do that? By over leveraging and over risking. You find that the profits that you had made for the whole day, all of it, is drained, just because you didn't restrain yourself from taking extra amount of trades. So what I'm trying to say here is restrain yourself. Have not really a target amount, because once you limit your mind to a certain value, you'll never achieve it. Okay, because it's nature. The way you chase something, you'll never get it. So never fix yourself to a certain amount, but have a certain number of trades that you say, I'm only going to take 1 trade or 2 on this particular pair, and once the trade is over and I've made my profits, then I will wait for the next trading day. Okay, you need to have that parameters in place. So you guys should consider these factors that I've mentioned, and let me end the video there. But since you're already doing it, don't stop. Yeah, don't stop. You're still going, you're still pushing. Yeah, thank you. Adios.